Hello, I'm James, and I want to bring a warning to adults over 50. This one seemingly innocent food you've been told is heart healthy is silently causing clogged arteries, and you probably eat it every single day. You see, we're facing a silent epidemic in this country. It's not something you can easily see or feel until it's often too late, and the numbers are staggering. Studies show that a shocking 80% of adults over 60 have hidden damage to their cardiovascular system, a slow, creeping danger that sets the stage for a major health crisis. This isn't just about statistics, it's about your life, your energy, your ability to enjoy your golden years. So let me ask you, does any of this sound familiar? Do you experience 1. That nagging breathlessness that keeps you up at night, making it impossible to get comfortable when you lie down? 2. The frustrating brain fog that makes it hard to focus, find words, or remember why you walked into a room. 3. The constant bone-deep fatigue that saps your energy and makes even simple tasks feel like climbing a mountain. These aren't just normal signs of aging. These could be the first warning signs from your body that your cardiovascular system is struggling. They could be signs of something far more serious. And here's the twist, the part that truly frustrates me. The hidden culprit isn't what you think. It's a simple mistake in our modern diet, a nutritional deficiency that most doctors never mention in a standard checkup. They'll check your cholesterol, your blood pressure, but they miss the foundational building blocks your heart and arteries desperately need to stay clean and flexible. We're going to change that today. Stick with me, because your health deserves this. And if you haven't already, take a moment to click that subscribe button for Nurture Naturals. We're committed to giving you the information you need to thrive. So how does this damage actually happen? How do our arteries, these incredible superhighways of life, get clogged? Here's how clogged arteries cripple your cardiovascular system at 3 distinct levels. Imagine your arteries are like brand new, flexible water pipes. For decades, they handle incredible pressure, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body. Level 1, the first injury. This process begins with damage to the delicate inner lining of your arteries, called the endothelium. Think of it as the smooth, non-stick coating inside the pipe. This damage is caused by things like high blood pressure, smoking, and most insidiously, chronic inflammation, often triggered by processed foods and sugar. This initial damage creates tiny cracks and rough spots. Level 2, the sticky cholesterol. Now your body sends LDL cholesterol, often called the bad cholesterol, to patch up these cracks. But when this LDL cholesterol becomes oxidized, again due to inflammation and poor diet, it becomes sticky and toxic. It's no longer a smooth patch, it's more like gooey, sticky tar. Level 3, the plaque traffic jam. This sticky cholesterol then attracts a flood of inflammatory cells and calcium, which try to fix the problem but end up making it worse. Together, they form a hard, thick substance called plaque. This is atherosclerosis. It's like a slow-motion traffic jam building up in your arteries. The pipe gets narrower, stiffer, and less efficient. Your heart has to pump harder to push blood through, causing high blood pressure. Your brain doesn't get the oxygen it needs, leading to brain fog, and your whole body feels that crushing fatigue because it's being starved of energy. This isn't just a theory, it's proven science. A groundbreaking study published in the New England Journal of Medicine, known as the Reduce-It trial, was a landmark moment. It showed that a highly purified form of an omega-3 fatty acid could significantly reduce major cardiovascular events like heart attacks and strokes by 25% in high-risk patients. This proved, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that specific nutrients can directly intervene and protect our cardiovascular system. According to Dr. Michael Chen, a leading expert in preventative cardiology, we've moved beyond just managing symptoms. We now understand that targeted nutrition can fundamentally alter the progression of arterial disease. It's about giving the body the specific tools it needs to fight inflammation, prevent oxidation, and maintain the integrity of the blood vessels themselves.
So the question is, what are those tools? What are the essential vitamins and minerals that can halt and even reverse this damage? We're about to count down the top 10, starting with number 10. All right, kicking off our countdown at number 10 is a beverage many of you probably already enjoy, but are you getting enough of it? Number 10 is the humble beverage you think is just for relaxing, but is secretly sabotaging plaque formation in your cardiovascular system. And that's number 10, green tea, specifically for its most powerful compound, epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. Here's the mechanism. EGCG is a potent antioxidant. It acts like a security guard for your arteries, neutralizing the free radicals that cause that initial damage to the endothelial lining we talked about. It also helps prevent the oxidation of LDL cholesterol, stopping it from becoming that sticky, toxic version that starts the plaque buildup. By doing this, it helps reverse, number 1, that constant fatigue by improving blood flow and oxygen delivery. Number 2, the brain fog, as your brain receives a cleaner, more robust supply of oxygenated blood, and it can lower your blood pressure, reducing that feeling of tension and strain. So, how do you get enough? Aim for 3 to 4 cups of high-quality brewed green tea daily. Brew your tea and let it cool. Add a squeeze of lemon juice. The vitamin C in the lemon can increase the absorption of EGCG by your body. Supplement. If you don't like the taste, a clinical-grade option is a decaffeinated green tea extract, like Life Extension's Mega Green Tea Extract, providing about 725 milligrams of polyphenols. Always consult your doctor before starting any new dietary or supplement regimen, especially if you are on blood thinners or other medications. Coming in at number 8 is a food that has been used as medicine for thousands of years. This is the pungent bulb you think is just for flavor, but is secretly helping to relax and widen your arteries. And that's number 9, garlic. The magic here is a compound called allicin, which is released when garlic is crushed or chopped. Allicin boosts the body's production of nitric oxide. Think of nitric oxide as a natural artery relaxer. It signals the smooth muscles in your artery walls to chill out, which widens the vessels, improves blood flow, and lowers blood pressure. A study in the Journal of Human Hypertension found that aged garlic extract was as effective as some standard blood pressure medications. This helps reverse, number 1, the strain on your heart, easing that feeling of pressure in your chest. It tackles brain fog by improving circulation to the brain, and it combats fatigue. Robert from Texas told us, "I started adding a crushed clove of garlic to my evening meal. Within a month, my blood pressure was down 10 points, and I had the energy to play with my grandkids again." Here's how to use it. 1 to 2 raw crushed cloves daily. Crushing it and letting it sit for 10 minutes before cooking maximizes allicin formation. Mix 1 crushed garlic clove with a tablespoon of olive oil and a pinch of parsley. Use it as a powerful, heart-healthy dressing for salads or steamed vegetables. Supplement. For a potent, odorless option, look for aged garlic extract, like Kyolic aged garlic extract, at a dose of 600 to 1200 milligrams daily. Always consult your doctor, as garlic can have blood-thinning effects. All right, number 8 on our list is a tiny seed with massive power. This is the food you might sprinkle on yogurt, thinking it's just for fiber, but it's secretly fighting the fires of inflammation in your arteries. And that's number 8, ground flaxseed. Flaxseed is the richest plant-based source of an omega-3 fatty acid called alpha-linoleic acid, or ALA. Your body converts ALA into the other powerful anti-inflammatory compounds we need.
chronic inflammation is the root cause of that initial arterial damage we talked about. ALA acts like a firefighter, dousing those flames at the cellular level, making your arteries less vulnerable to injury and plaque buildup. The prestigious Lyon Diet Heart Study showed that a diet rich in ALA dramatically reduced secondary heart attacks. This helps reverse, number 1, the nagging fatigue by calming systemic inflammation. It can reduce joint aches and pains that often accompany cardiovascular issues, and it directly supports heart health. Mary from Ohio wrote to us, "I started adding 2 tablespoons of ground flax to my morning smoothie. After just a few weeks, the achiness in my joints was gone, and I felt a lightness I hadn't felt in years." Here's your plan. 2 tablespoons of ground flax daily. It must be ground, or it will pass right through you. Keep your ground flaxseed in the freezer to prevent it from going rancid. Stir it into oatmeal, smoothies, yogurt, or even use it as an egg substitute in baking. Supplement. You can also use flaxseed oil, about 1 tablespoon daily, but you'll miss out on the beneficial fiber. Always consult your doctor before starting any new dietary or supplement regimen. Number 7 is the sunshine vitamin. You think it's just for your bones, but it's secretly preventing your arteries from becoming stiff and brittle. And that's number 7, vitamin D. Most people know vitamin D is crucial for calcium absorption for strong bones, but here's the hard connection. Vitamin D deficiency is linked to arterial stiffness. When your arteries are stiff, they can't expand and contract properly, which forces your blood pressure to skyrocket. Vitamin D helps maintain the flexibility and function of that delicate endothelial lining. A study in the International Journal of Nanomedicine highlighted vitamin D's role in reducing arterial calcification when paired with another key vitamin we'll discuss later. This helps reverse, 1, high blood pressure by making arteries more pliable. 2, the breathlessness that comes from your heart working overtime against stiff vessels. And 3, it also boosts your mood and energy levels, fighting off that low-grade fatigue. How to get your levels right. This is critical. Get your levels tested by your doctor first. Most people are deficient. A common maintenance dose is 2,000 to 5,000 IUs of vitamin D3 daily, but your doctor will advise you. The best source is sensible sun exposure, but for many of us, that's not enough. Supplement, look for vitamin D3, not D2, as it's more effective. A quality option is Now Foods Vitamin D3, often paired with our number 1 vitamin for maximum effect. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, so it's possible to take too much. Work with your doctor to find the right dose for you. Coming in at number 5 is Nature's Candy. You think of them as a simple, healthy dessert, but they are secretly sending in a special ops team to protect your blood vessels. Our number 6 is berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, all of them. Their superpower comes from pigments called anthocyanins, which give them their rich red and blue colors. These compounds are incredible antioxidants. A large study published by the American Heart Association followed over 93,000 women and found that those who ate at least 3 servings of blueberries and strawberries per week had a 34% lower risk of heart attack. Anthocyanins directly improve endothelial function, making the artery lining more resilient and less prone to damage. They help reverse 1, the brain fog by protecting the delicate blood vessels in the brain. 2, they fight fatigue by boosting nitric oxide production, improving blood flow. And 3, they help maintain healthy blood pressure levels. Here's how to incorporate them. 1 cup of mixed berries daily. Buy them frozen. They're picked at peak ripeness and frozen, locking in the nutrients. They're cheaper and available year-round for your smoothies, oatmeal, or just as a snack. Supplement, while whole food is best, you can find berry extract or anthocyanin supplements, but they lack the fiber and synergy of the real thing. Always consult your doctor before making significant dietary changes. We're now at the halfway point, number 5. This is a compound your body makes, but its production plummets after age 40. You may have heard of it for energy, but it's secretly the spark plug for your heart muscle itself. Number 5 is coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10. Your heart is the most energy-demanding muscle in your body, beating over 100,000 times a day. CoQ10 is essential for the mitochondria, the tiny power plants inside your cells, to produce that energy. Without enough CoQ10, your heart muscle weakens and becomes inefficient. It's like trying to run a high-performance engine on low-grade fuel. A meta-analysis in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that CoQ10 supplementation significantly improved symptoms and reduced mortality in patients with heart failure. This helps reverse that profound fatigue by literally refueling your heart at the cellular level. The breathlessness that comes from an inefficiently pumping heart. It also helps lower blood pressure. Frank from Florida, who is on a statin medication, told us that adding CoQ10 brought his energy levels back to where they were 10 years ago. Getting enough. Doses typically range from 100 to 200 milligrams daily. You can find it in organ meats and fatty fish, but it's very difficult to get therapeutic amounts from food alone. Supplement. This is one case where a supplement is often necessary. Look for the ubiquinol form, which is more easily absorbed, especially for those over 50. A trusted brand is Life Extension Super Ubiquinol CoQ10. Statin medications for cholesterol can deplete the body's CoQ10 levels, making supplementation even more important. Discuss this with your doctor. Moving into our top 4. Number 4 is a mineral that has been overshadowed by its famous counterpart. You've been told to watch your sodium, but you're likely ignoring its crucial balancing partner, which is sabotaging your blood pressure control. Number 4 is potassium. Think of sodium and potassium as two kids on a seesaw. Our modern processed diet is incredibly high in sodium, which makes the body retain water and increases blood pressure. This pushes one side of the seesaw way down. Potassium is the counterbalance. It helps your body excrete excess sodium and relaxes the walls of your blood vessels. When potassium is low, that seesaw is stuck and your blood pressure stays high. The DASH diet, proven to lower blood pressure, is effective largely because it's rich in potassium. This helps reverse high blood pressure, the primary driver of arterial damage, the heart palpitations or irregular heartbeats that can be a sign of potassium imbalance, and the muscle weakness and cramping that often accompany low potassium. Here's the solution. The goal is 4,700 milligrams per day from food. Recipe: Potassium Power Salad. A bed of spinach topped with half an avocado, half a cup of white beans, a small baked sweet potato cubed, and a sprinkle of sunflower seeds. This one bowl gets you over 1,500 milligrams. Supplement. Do not supplement with high-dose potassium unless specifically directed by your doctor, as it can be dangerous for people with kidney issues or those on certain medications. Get it from food. Food sources are the safest way to increase potassium. Talk to your doctor, especially if you have kidney disease or are on ACE inhibitors. We're in the top 3. Number 3 is the superstar of healthy fats. You might take it in a capsule already, but do you know why it's so incredibly critical for reversing the core problems in your arteries? Our number 3 is omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA from fish oil. We talked about ALA from flax, but EPA and DHA are the most potent anti-inflammatory agents for your cardiovascular system. Their mechanism is twofold. First, they dramatically lower triglycerides, a type of fat in your blood that contributes to plaque. Second, they are converted into powerful signaling molecules called resolvins and protectins, which, as their name suggests, resolve inflammation. They don't just block it, they actively clean up the inflammatory aftermath. That Reduce It trial from the New England Journal of Medicine used a concentrated form of EPA to achieve its stunning results. This helps reverse high triglycerides, a major risk factor for heart disease, the systemic inflammation that makes you feel achy and tired, and brain fog, as your brain is 60% fat and needs DHA to function optimally. Here's your action plan. 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines per week. Can't stand the taste of sardines? Mash one with a fork, mix with avocado, lemon juice, and herbs for a delicious, nutrient-packed spread on whole grain crackers. Supplement. If you don't eat fish, a high-quality fish oil supplement is key. Look for one that provides at least 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA daily, like Nordic Naturals Ultimate Omega. Consult your doctor, especially if you are on blood-thinning medication. We're at our runner-up, number 2. This is the relaxation mineral, and over half of Americans are deficient in it. You think your muscle cramps are just a nuisance, but they could be a desperate cry from your heart for this essential mineral. Number 2 is magnesium. If potassium helps balance sodium, magnesium is the master regulator. It's involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including blood pressure regulation, maintaining a steady heart rhythm, and nerve function. It helps the smooth muscles in your arteries relax, just like it helps your leg muscles relax to prevent cramps. A meta-analysis in the journal Hypertension confirmed that magnesium supplementation significantly lowers both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. This helps reverse irregular heartbeats and palpitations, high blood pressure by relaxing your blood vessels, and that nagging breathlessness. Helen from Arizona shared, "I had nightly leg cramps and heart flutters. After starting a magnesium glycinate supplement, both disappeared within a week, and I sleep through the night now." Here's how to get it. Aim for 420 milligrams for men and 320 milligrams for women daily. Recipe: Magnesium Power Bites. In a bowl, mix 1 cup of oats, half a cup of dark chocolate chips, 70% or higher, half a cup of almond butter, and a 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. Roll them into balls. Supplement. Look for highly absorbable forms like magnesium glycinate or malate. A common dose is 200 to 400 milligrams before bed. Thorn magnesium bisglycinate is an excellent option. Too much magnesium can cause digestive upset. Start with a lower dose. As always, consult your physician. And now we've arrived at the number 1 most critical nutrient for a healthy heart. All the others are vital, but this one is the game changer. It addresses the most dangerous part of plaque, calcification. This is the nutrient that tells calcium where to go, keeping it out of your arteries and putting it into your bones where it belongs. The king of them all is next. But the king of all is number 1, vitamin K2, specifically the MK7 form. It helps regenerate arterial flexibility in as little as 30 days. This isn't just a helper vitamin, it's the traffic cop for calcium in your body. You can take all the calcium and vitamin D you want, but without K2, that calcium can end up depositing in your soft tissues, like your artery walls and heart valves. This is arterial calcification, and it's like your flexible pipes turning into brittle concrete tubes. Vitamin K2 activates 2 proteins, osteocalcin, which puts calcium into your bones, and matrix GLA protein, or MGP, which actively removes calcium from your arteries. The proof is undeniable. A landmark 10-year study, the Rotterdam study, published in the Journal of Nutrition, followed over 4,800 people and found that those with the highest intake of vitamin K2 were 52% less likely to develop artery calcification and had a 57% lower risk of dying from heart disease. More recent studies using advanced imaging have shown that K2 supplementation can slow and even slightly reverse existing arterial calcification. MRI-like scans show significantly less plaque in arteries of those with adequate K2 levels. This is a huge deal. The CDC reports that heart disease remains the #1 cause of death in the United States, and arterial stiffness is a primary contributor. Vitamin K2 directly tackles this. But here is the critical warning. The most common mistake is taking vitamin D without vitamin K2. Vitamin D increases calcium absorption, but K2 is what directs it. Taking D without K2 is like calling more traffic onto the highway without a traffic cop. It can lead to jams and pileups in your arteries. They must be taken together. Dose: 100 to 200 micrograms of K2 as MK7 daily. It's hard to get from a modern diet. The best source is natto, a fermented soy product, but it's an acquired taste. You can also find smaller amounts in grass-fed dairy, butter, and egg yolks. Supplement. This is the most reliable way. Look for a supplement that combines D3 and K2, like Sports Research D3 plus K2. If you are on Coumadin or warfarin, you must speak with your doctor before taking K2, as it can interfere with the medication. Now that you have the toolkit, you have to stop pouring fuel on the fire. Stop these 3 accelerators of damage now. They're robbing you of your health and vitality. 1. A sedentary lifestyle. Sitting for hours on end triggers chronic, low-grade inflammation. This means your body is constantly fighting a battle, leaving you feeling tired, achy, and vulnerable to the very arterial damage we've been discussing. The antidote? Move for 5 minutes every hour. 2. Eating foods with trans fats. These are listed as partially hydrogenated oils on ingredient labels. They are found in many margarines, packaged baked goods, and fried foods. This food blocks your body's ability to process cholesterol properly. It directly raises your bad LDL and lowers your good HDL cholesterol, leading to rapid plaque buildup. 3. Believing the all fat is bad myth. This myth, still believed by nearly 70% of people, is incredibly dangerous. It pushes people away from heart-healthy fats like olive oil, avocados, nuts, and fatty fish, and toward processed, low-fat foods that are often loaded with sugar and refined carbohydrates, the true drivers of inflammation. I know this is a lot of information, but you don't have to do it all at once. Here is your 3-step action plan from Nurture Naturals to get started tonight. 1. Start. Add 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed to your breakfast tomorrow morning. It's the easiest item from our list to find and incorporate. Stir it into oatmeal, a smoothie, or yogurt. This is the simplest way to begin repairing your cardiovascular system by fighting inflammation. 2. Stop. The after-dinner bowl of ice cream or cookies. Replace it with a square of dark chocolate, 70% or higher, and a handful of almonds. This single change eliminates a major source of sugar and inflammatory fats and replaces it with magnesium and healthy fats. Even this one small change can make a big difference. 3. Monitor. Track your blood pressure weekly. Get a home blood pressure monitor. They're inexpensive and easy to use. And write down your numbers once a week. Seeing the numbers trend down as you implement these changes is the best motivator you will ever have. It's proof that you are taking back control. This isn't about a diet. It's about a permanent upgrade to your life. It's about having the energy to travel, to play with your grandkids, to live without the nagging fear of what might happen next. You have the power to protect your heart. Thank you for investing this time in your health today. If this was helpful, here are 3 things you can do right now to keep the momentum going. 1. Subscribe to Nurture Naturals. Re-release videos just like this every day, designed to give you the clear, actionable strategies you need to thrive after 50. 2. Comment below, protected, if you're going to try adding our #1 nutrient, vitamin K2, to your routine. Let's build a community of support and encouragement right here in the comments. And 3. Share this video with 3 friends or family members over 50. So many people are suffering from these symptoms and don't know why. You could change someone's life by sharing this knowledge. For Nurture Naturals, I'm James. Remember, your health is nature's greatest gift, and you deserve to feel your best.